Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a lalylala Pikachu version. It's a lalylala doll in a Pikachu onesie. I'm going to show you step by step what that you have to do. Today I'm going to show you how to make the body from round 11 to 20. For round 11 we're going to single crochet 12 stitches and then decrease 1 stitch. This progress we're going to repeat 3 times. Also we're going to increase the brown color. So crochet 1 extra brown stitch at both sides. Now we are 1 stitch away from the brown color and we're going to add 1 brown stitch. So do this by pulling through the brown yarn in the last yellow stitch. Continue with the pattern. We are going to decrease 1 stitch, so pull through the yarn to the first stitch, pull through the second stitch, and then complete the stitch. Repeat this pattern. We're going to stitch 1 extra brown stitch and then we're going to switch back to yellow, so pull through with yellow. Now you can see the brown stripe coming along. At row 12 we're going to start with decreasing 1 stitch. So pull through the yarn, pull through the yarn to the second stitch, and then decrease. At this row we're also going to add 1 more brown stitch at each sides. So continue single crocheting every stitch. Now we're going to add the brown color. So take the brown yarn, and pull through the last yellow stitch. Continue single crocheting every stitch. we're going to add another brown stitch, so pull through the brown, take the yellow yarn, and pull through. Now continue in yellow. So stretch it a bit so it's not all tight. Now continue single crocheting the rest. In this round we're going to decrease the brown color by 1 stitch at each side. Start with single crocheting 9 stitches. Here we're going to single crochet a yellow stitch over the first brown stitch to decrease the brown color. So now take your brown yarn and pull through the yellow. Continue with the brown yarn. Now we're going to decrease 1 stitch. So pull through the yarn to the first stitch, pull through the second, and finish off the stitch. Single crochet 16 stitches. Here we're going to decrease the brown color again, so pull through the yellow yarn in the last brown stitch. Just like that. And now single crochet a yellow stitch over the brown stitch and continue with the pattern. Now decrease 1 stitch, so pull through the first one, pull through the second and decrease. Continue to single crochet every stitch. In this round we're going to start with decreasing 1 stitch. Also we're going to decrease the brown color again. So decrease the first stitch. Now single crochet 16 stitches. Lining up at the brown color, we're going to single crochet over 1 brown stitch. Now take the brown yarn and pull through the last yellow stitch. Now continue in the brown color and continue the pattern. Now decrease 1 stitch, pull to the first stitch, pull to the second, and then decrease, but use the yellow yarn to pull through. Now single crochet the last brown stitch with yellow to decrease the brown color, and single crochet the rest. In this round we're only going to use the yellow yarn. Start with 8 single crochets. Now we are going to decrease 1 stitch. So pull to the yarn through the first stitch, pull through the second, and decrease. Continue single crocheting 14 stitches. Now decrease 1 stitch again. Pull through the first stitch, pull through the second, and decrease. Single crochet the rest. In round 16, begin with single crocheting 8 stitches. Now we're going to decrease 1 stitch. So pull through the 2 stitches and decrease. Continue single crocheting 12 stitches. Now we're going to decrease 1 stitch again, so pull through the first stitch, pull through the second, and decrease. Single crochet the rest. In round 17 we're going to single crochet every stitch. In round 18, start single crocheting 8 stitches. Now decrease 1 stitch, so pull through the first stitch, pull through the second, and decrease. Continue single crocheting 10 stitches. Now decrease 1 stitch, so pull to the first, pull to the second stitch, and then decrease, single crochet the rest. In this row we're going to single crochet every stitch, and we're going to start with 7 yellow stitches. Now we're going to single crochet 11 brown stitches. So pull through with the brown yarn, and now single crochet 11 brown stitches. Now continue with the yellow yarn again. So take the yellow yarn, pull through, and continue single crocheting the rest in yellow. In this round we're going to start with 8 single crochets, and we're going to increase the brown color by 1. Now we're going to switch over to the brown color by pulling through the brown yarn. Continue with the pattern. Now we need to decrease 1 stitch, so pull to the first, pull to the second, and decrease. Continue single crocheting 8 stitches. Now we're going to switch over to the yellow color and decrease at the same time. So in the second stitch you pull through the yellow, and now you pull through with the yellow yarn completely. This is a bit tricky. Now continue single crocheting the rest in yellow. We're at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.